Alright guys, so what's going on? My name is Carl Boom and welcome back to another Roblox video, and today guys we are back in Ultimate Driving Westover where an update dropped on Christmas Day a couple of days ago, so I haven't managed to be able to do a video until now because of Christmas things. So if you celebrate Christmas, I hope you had an amazing Christmas, but let's get straight into this update video. So guys, a bunch of new cars have dropped in this update and there's a lot of expensive ones. So I'm going to be going over two of the most expensive ones, the one that costs the most money and the one that you need to have the highest rank with. So let's get straight into that. So I'm just going to head into the garage right now. There's been 17 brand new cars added in this update, and right at the top it'll say new arrivals and it'll show every single car that has been added. There's two rank ones that you have to have a certain rank to get, the Tesla and the Valkyrie. So we're going to be testing out, in this video today, we are going to be testing out the Aston Martin Valkyrie, which you have to have a rank of 300 to receive. I don't have, some massive shout out to the boss, again, who helps me in every single update video, because he has a crazy amount of money and crazy amount of levels, so he has every single car. And with this Valkyrie, this high level car right here, you get 250 miles per hour, a 0-60 2.5 seconds, and a cashback of 1,416. So what I really like about these ranked cars is that if you have the rank, it's basically a free car. So you are basically making a profit. When you've taken the first mile with that cashback reward, you've gained profit, which I really like they've been doing, adding all these ranked cars. It's super awesome to see. And moving on to the most expensive car of this update, clocking in at a massive price tag of 24 million. That is right guys, 24,650,000 for this one car right here. This is the Bugatti La Voiture. I probably mispronounced that, so I'm just going to put the real name up there on the screen because I am horrible at pronouncing names. But this car clocks in at 261 miles per hour, a 0-60 in 2.4 seconds, and a cashback of 1,781. That is crazy. So it is a little bit better than the Valkyrie over here. Not by too much though. There's a little bit of a speed difference with the accelerator and the top speed, but not by much. The cashback is quite a bit of a difference, but for the Valkyrie being essentially a free car, that is really good. So this car, as well as being the most expensive in terms of cash in this update, it's also the fastest, which we're going to be checking out these two new cars, and like I said, to Buzz already has them spawned in right around this corner, and here they are parked up. So here we have the Aston Martin Valkyrie and the Bugatti Voiture. I really don't want to say that name anymore because I feel like I'm mispronouncing it a bunch. So here are the two most expensive cars in terms of cash on my right and ranked on my left, and these cars look really nice. I honestly like the Aston Martin a little bit better. I think it has more of a futuristic and sleek look to it, so I don't know, we're gonna have to be testing out the handling of these two cars and which one is really better here. So we're gonna be testing out the Bugatti first. This is the insane price of 24 million cash right here and a top speed of 260, so I'm expecting a lot from this car for being at this price tag. So without Toboz, like I said, I could not afford it with my cash only being 4.6 million, and this car is so out of my budget. But let's get straight into driving this Bugatti. So sadly, when I do these videos with Toboz, he's helping me out a bunch, but sadly I can't do the races, well, these race circles, because I don't own the car. So that's a little bit of a letdown of me not owning this car, but we can test it out and in our own way. So I'm just going to get right here, stop completely at 0, and just get a feel how good this acceleration really is. So we're just going to full throttle it right now, and the accelerator is alright. It was a bit slow, I noticed right at the start, but then it's really got going now. So the acceleration, it doesn't feel as fast as other cars I've driven. I don't think it's the fastest acceleration. It really gets going after about, when it gets over 40 miles per hour, it seems to go a lot faster in acceleration. I'm not sure, but we're going to try and get it up to its max speed of 261 miles per hour. I don't think I'm going to do it on this road. Yeah, I do not think I've done that. So I'm just going to get to a straight road and possibly get it to its max speed. So I'm just going to boost on. I'm going to go full throttle. I'm going to absolutely blast it all the way to Palm Shores. And let's just see if we can get it up to its max speed. So here we go. Here we go with our boost. That is a really wide boost coming out of that exhaust back there. There's multiple exhaust pipes. That is crazy. And I'm too busy looking at exhausts. No, okay. Can we get it up to its max speed right here? Going across the bridge. And okay. We got it up to its max speed. And can we brake in time? Almost. Okay, so the max speed is definitely very, very high, as it showed in the dealership at 261 miles per hour. It is a very, very fast car, and I am not good at driving it. So next we're going to be testing out handling and how well it drifts, and just what it feels like to drive, because this is a huge purchase for someone to make, and obviously you want to know if it's the right purchase. So I've been driving this car around for a little bit now, and I've noticed it is a bit of a weird car. It's hard to get used to at first. It's pretty bouncy and floaty. So I don't know, it's a weird car to get a handle of, but I think once you get used to it, with any new car really, it will be a pretty alright car to handle. So I'm going to slow down around this corner here, see if we can get a good drift going. I don't really think we'll be able to. Okay, so it actually did an alright drift back there. We got around that corner pretty sharply. So maybe if you get used to this car, it could be a very, very good car. The acceleration is very, very fast once it gets past 40, I think. And the speed is definitely awesome. I'm pacing everyone else that was behind me. The braking seems to be a bit slow. Maybe, I'm not sure, but it just seems like the braking could be improved a little bit. But apart from that, it's a pretty solid car. And Buzz actually just told me that this car is the best for farming XP. So you get 12,625 XP per mile. So if you're interested in grinding up in XP in levels to possibly get the Valkyrie, this car will probably be the best for you if you have the money, of course. Like I said, don't forget it's 24 million, but it is the best car to grind XP. Okay, so on the topic of talking about XP, and this car is the best at grinding XP in the game right at this time, let's move on to the Valkyrie, coming in at a rank of 300. So if you have that, it's essentially a free car that you can pick up right now and drive right now. So this car would probably be the best to grind up for the Valkyrie, which is right here. The Valkyrie still parked exactly where we left it. So we're going to jump in this car and we're going to be testing it out, see if it holds up to this $24 million car and see how it handles. Okay guys, so here we are in the Aston Martin Valkyrie, and I've got to say it does look better in my opinion to the Bugatti. I just don't really like Bugattis. I just think this has a more stream-like and futuristic look to it, which I really like in a car. So we're just going to be testing it out again. It's got boost. So we're going to be testing the acceleration, top speed, and how it handles exactly how we did with the Bugatti. And it's pretty low. It's a pretty low rider with the chassis actually almost touching the road. It's that low, which is really cool looking. So once again, we're here at this straight road heading into Woodbury, and we're just going to be going from 0 to 60, well maybe to its max speed, see how it feels to accelerate. And again, it feels like it gets stuck a little bit between 1 and 20 as it's starting up, and then once it gets past 20 or 30, it really speeds up to its max speed. So I know it said the acceleration was a little bit better on the Bugatti, but I just feel like this acceleration is a little bit better. I don't know, it feels like it's better, but that's probably my personal opinion. And let's get on to its max speed right here. See what it actually feels like at its max speed. See how it handles. And let's get going. So we're going to do it again with boost. And let's just try and get to its max speed ASAP. And just see how it handles while we are going at its max speed. So we're now at it, which seems to be 200. Okay, so it's sort of fluctuating a bit. It's not too steady. And I just hit that. I was too busy focused on the speedometer, trying to get a reading. So its max speed is meant to be at 250, and it did seem like it was fluctuating between there. We didn't really get to test how it handled. I was too busy focused on that. But we're gonna now move on, maybe try and get up to its max speed going through Westover, see if we can keep it steady, because that will be a very good test to see how handling is at its high speed. And we are actually managing to keep it steady. Okay, this handling does feel very nice. Can we make it around this corner? Normally most cars can't. Yeah, okay, that actually made it very well around this corner. And of course, it crashed there because we're going way too high speeds going around that corner. But going through Westover right there, it did feel very, very nice. The handling does seem to be better than the Bugatti. And next, we're going to be testing the drifting over at this corner in Kensington. See how it does on that, because the Bugatti actually did a pretty good drift, a pretty nice condensed drift right there. And going around these corners, it definitely feels really, really nice to drive. It sticks to the road, it doesn't swerve off, maybe like the Bugatti would. So let's test it around this corner with a little bit of a drift, and there we go, guys. That drift was about the same as the Bugatti, so both cars seem to make it around tight corners alright, so that is really, really awesome. And now, let's test the final thing with this car, the braking. So we're going to get it up to its max speed, and just see how fast it takes to brake. So let's go, and let's just press B right now. And the brakings seem to be a little bit better than the Bugatti. So the brakes on this car are decent. So overall, I would sort of put this a little bit above the Bugatti. It's a bit easier to handle. The brakes, I feel, are a little bit better. And personally, to me, it looks better as a car as well. It looks more streamlined. It looks more futuristic. I really like this car. So I'm going to give it to this car out of the two most expensive cars in their categories. But the Bugatti is still the best at giving out XP, with this car giving out 3,500 XP compared to the Bugatti giving out 12,000. There's no competition in what car gives the best XP. If you want to grind for XP, go for the Bugatti. If you want to grind for cash, I think go for the Bugatti as well. Yeah, go for the, so if you want to grind out with these cars, go for the Bugatti. If you want to have a bit more fun driving, I would honestly go with this car right here. So they're better in their own different ways, but for driving, I think this car right here is better out of both of them. So guys, I really hope you did enjoy this video. I had a ton of fun making it. If you want more videos on this type of thing, comparing two of the most expensive cars in their category, then smash that like button, guys. Let me know what you liked about this video, and I can definitely do more on the next Ultimate Driving update. So if you haven't already, make sure you subscribed and hit that notification bell as I'm getting arrested, so you don't miss a video or live stream by me in the future. And guys, once again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys!